within the old property. But the point is, those companies that aren't in tune with their customers, they aren't in sync with supply chain, the entire network, they're just not around anymore. If they are, they'll be gone. They won't be around for much longer. It's these guys who I discussed about a minute, that they're going to have they're going to have more profit, they're going to have more growth, and they're going to do better. I mean, it's common sense, and it's evident. So the premise here is now, when we talk about change, what do we mean? Transformational change versus continuous improvement. Continuous improvement is a reality of life. I've had places where, I was telling the guys, I used to work for Excel Logistics, and I ran a facility for Procter & Gamble, and by golly, those folks wanted me to make sure that we improved over shorts and damages. Funny how we never had overs, but they wanted the shorts and damages. They wanted us to improve all these different metrics, over shorts and damages, perfect orders, whatever they were. But we had to work within a confine or constraint of the contract, the people, the systems. It was this little box we were in. We had to make things better, and we did. And everybody does continuous improvement. Everyone will always do that, but that's not transformation. Transformation is when you add an element that gives you an extra jump. Transformation is an example, adding in a new solution. I have a particular customer now that I'm working with, and they're in life sciences. And they're about to implement it's a product that's designed to do, it's like automated blood testing, for lack of I'm telling you how much I know about life sciences. But it's going to revolutionize their business, and it's going to be transformational. But to do that, they've got to implement an entire globalization of their supply chain. They've got to put in a whole new MES, material execution system. And the point is, they would never get to where they need to be. And incrementally, they're going to get things done quicker, and they're going to get a better performance in the long run. So this is, the premise of transformation is taking that jump, doing something. Doing something like putting in a new system, maybe adding in a new warehouse, whatever they might be, systems, processes, people, instead of just improving it, making it a definite change. Okay? So, who's doing this transforming? You've heard me go on about the folks at Apple and Montgomery Ward. We've talked about who is and who isn't. In this document, top 25, you can read this for your own. It's 28 or so pages. There's quite a bit of detail who's doing what. We'll talk a little bit about some of the folks in here. Anybody worked at McDonald's before? Only two. So was it the hardest job you ever had?
Yeah. And I was 15.
I flew combat at night in Desert Storm, and it was harder work than McDonald's. Right?
Yes.
Right?
I
It's
left
tough.
in 2 weeks. I didn't like it.
Oh, you did? I don't like it either. It's a tough business.
I'm
Is my
an
point.
idiot. I stayed for 2 years.
Yeah, me too.
I did too.
I can run 12.6, sear leg, anyway. Now, the point about McDonald's is, think about how crazy that business is, how competitive it is. How they have to change and adapt to the tastes of people. They have to. It's just staggering to me. So they started off. We've been doing the top 25 for like 10 years, and they started off pretty well, 11th place. Now they're 2 years in a row, they're second place.
Wow.
It's impressive. If you look at what these guys do, you may not be a fan of their food. I'm more of a, more of an outburger guy, but what they do is impressive. And if you understand, what they've done, specific areas they've done, they collaborate with everybody upstream and downstream. They're talking to the guys who are growing potatoes and in the meat markets, whatever, literally. They're working the entire network from the store experience up supply chain back. They're dealing with returns. They're dealing with the whole 9 yards. They are very, very tightly integrated with their whole supplier network. And it's interactive conversation. Complete back-to-back transformations. You'll see it all the time. You drive around, you'll see stores getting renovated. They do a lot of work. It's a pretty impressive organization. The next is Unilever. They started, Unilever's a big, they make toothpaste and other consumer goods. They began at 21st, and now they're 4th place. And what they've done, this is a global company. They're a customer of ours. Think about all the regions, the products, the categories. Now what they've done is they've pulled it all together through a central a center of excellence approach, where they've got